They treated me like they would any other hardcore criminal. Oh my God. And just yelling at the random cops. They put the urinal literally right next to the door. So if you open the door, there is absolutely no way, if you don't know the urinal's right there, to not get a glimpse of some dude's junk if he's peeing. And surprise, I got to see that. It was not a pleasant thing to see. Welcome back, folks, to the channel. My name is Jimbo, and today we're gonna be looking at possibly, I don't know if most absurd video that we ever put out on Savage Garage is the right title for it, but it's definitely up there. Because this, at the time, I remember when we put this together, this is one of those videos that it was almost unbelievable that it was real. So today, folks, we're gonna watch the finale of me going to jail and getting bailed out at the end of Savage Rally in 2020. And this was the one where everyone chanted "Free Jimbo." This is where it came from. Now, to quickly bring you up to speed, if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, part 1 I looked at when I first ran from the cops. Part 2 was when I actually got arrested, and we looked at that. And now we're at the point where everybody is getting done enjoying the track day, and they go to the jail to get me out of there and bail me out. But anyway, let's watch it now.
120 days of being incarcerated right now.
Oh my God.
Oh, what a beauty.
Oh my God. Sorry to stop it, but this was my real mugshot. A couple people thought that I photoshopped this and it wasn't real. I blanked out a bunch of stuff so people wouldn't see like my personal information, but this was real. This was from their website. This was not a joke.
Yeah, somebody post on Savage Garage meet up at the gym. We got bribed. Hey, stop!
I wasn't me.
Clickbait to jailbait!
Oh my. A lot of people found us through this little mini series on the channel. But if you were just tuning in for the first time, I could only imagine your thought process. I would have so many questions. I would have a lot of questions, and lots of people did. Previously on Savage Garage. Get everybody up to speed, you know? Yeah, I mean, no automotive YouTuber was doing this shit.
What is going on?
Oh, at first, probably 30 minutes ago, it was I'm not taking the Pagani out here and drifting it. What was it, 30 minutes? Maybe 28 minutes, and now he's going to drift the Pagani.
Yep.
So, hey, we're going to see what happens there.
That's Randy. The only thing I can imagine he was saying nah to was someone telling him this is a bad idea, and Randy's like, nah, it's fine, I got it, no problem. And then Choi running.
Run, Alex.
Yep. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Man, got the aerial shot. That looks so cool.
You should go through the windows. We're both getting splashed like hell. It's raining inside the car.
Grass stuck
All right, survive. I hope everyone got that. I'm not doing it again.
So as I mentioned, I'm in jail. I'm at intake in the holding cell, and everybody was still at the track day. But now we are reaching the end of the track day, and this is when Randy begins the, I guess, the rescue effort, let's say.
The time, 4:36. Officially, Mission Save Jimbo has gone underway. We are leaving Carolina Motorsports Park. We decimated. Now we gotta go save our brother. Bail money in hand.
Yep.
Let me see that sign.
And the beginning. A lot of people thought the whole Free Jimbo thing was thought of ahead of time, and somehow I was communicated. A lot of people thought that we had planned this. And the answer was no, we didn't plan any of this. Who comes up with, hey, you know what's a good idea? Our friend's in jail, we're bailing him out later. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go outside the jail, and then we are going to protest with pizza box signs that we had from the racetrack for 4 hours straight right in front of the jail, and that's gonna go over fine and have no problems with it. It sounds stupid, doesn't it? But that's what happened. Maybe. Yeah, it's valid.
Huh? What?
More. We need more.
We gotta hurry. Can't believe we threw donuts in this thing. Said I'd never do that. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna do it.
Is it the first Pagani? You think?
I don't know. I know. I've seen a couple other Paganis doing, but not. I think that was probably the most wicked donut of all time.
Absolutely.
Flooring it to the jail. Oh,
Go for Savage.
this is when it really begins.
Well, that kind of sucks.
So real quick, let me explain the backstory in this, because I didn't show everything in the video here. I tried to keep it fast-paced and not show, I guess, unnecessary footage. Hunter and Blake had left the track early to see if they could accelerate the paperwork process to getting me out. Just pay whatever was needed to be paid, fill out whatever needed to be filled out, and Randy and everybody else that wanted to come were close behind. So when they got there and Blake tried to film as he would, they immediately told him, "You're gonna be detained if you keep filming." So Randy and everybody else on their way, when everyone eventually got there, what they ended up doing was going to the bail bonds place, which coincidentally, like many jails, was right across the street from the jail. So Blake asked the bail bonds lady, "Hey, could we bring a couple cars here from the track? You know, we're trying to bail our buddy out. Would you mind if we just parked a few cars here?" And the bail bonds lady said, "Sure, not at all. A couple cars isn't a problem." Well, Blake's definition and the bail bondswoman definition of a couple cars or a few cars, I think was a little bit different than hers. Here we go. Oh my God.
That's such a cute little bail bond store. Or maybe it's not a store, I don't know.
They sell freedom.
They do sell freedom. Like, I just have to say, by the way, going through the footage to edit it and turn it into this video, I remember going through it and just laughing hysterically because I never saw the lead up to this. I never saw how they got in position. I never saw like where anybody came from. The most I heard in that jail cell was Jonathan Turner and his Aventador S pulling in. Like, that was it. Everything else I didn't hear. So I had no idea that any of this was happening. So when I was going through the footage, I was having a grand time. I had to tell myself to stop watching things over and over again because I was just enjoying looking at it so much. Oh my God.
What you gonna do with you?
Yep, there's Turner. That's the car I heard pulling in. RS6, the Diablo.
Yeah, they're waiting on somebody too. So.
Do you want us to add their name to this? Free somebody else?
No. Oh my gosh.
So Blake, what's going on now?
It's better than I expected. It's better than I expected.
This is so stupid.
No, it's not. It's worth it.
No, it's awesome.
There we go.
Free Jimbo!
Oh my God. And just yelling at the random cops. You know, just.
Free Jimbo!
He didn't do it. Yes, he did, but we want him back.
It was OJ.
That was a good line. This frame. Look at all these people in this frame. This is ridiculous. I have no idea why the bail bondswoman said okay to this. Free Jimbo.
I give it the peace sign.
No V.
Yeah, somebody post on Savage Garage meetup at the gym.
Blake couldn't even say that with a straight face. I guess that's something for next time. Comment below if you want to see it, but if I ever get arrested again, let me know if you want to see a fan meetup at the jail. Comment below if you want to see it, because we'll do it.
Free Jimbo!
Oh my.
son's in here. Oh,
he
that's
told
not...
me about you guys being out here.
That's not too good.
He's actually in there.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this guy. His son was inside the jail, and I guess this guy's son saw the protest going on outside and mentioned it to him. Like, there's these idiots protesting, like, free Jimbo or something like that. And it's just hilarious.
You're gonna get a hitchhiking ticket.
You get a hitchhiking ticket. If you know, you know.
Have a nice night.
We got bribed.
Lockhart, I love you so much. What David just said was like, we got bribes, which is not exactly the best thing you want to be screaming right outside of jail. I mean, I know that like this is all good fun, and I'm sure that the people that were in the jail, like they realized what was going on here. It was just a joke. I was in a cell just trying to sleep through everything. Meanwhile, there's like 4 other guys in there. And I remember when I went into the jail, like, this was the first thing that I got to see. They put the urinal literally right next to the door. So if you open the door, there is absolutely no way, if you don't know the urinal's right there, to not get a glimpse of some dude's junk if he's peeing. And surprise, I got to see that. It was not a pleasant thing to see. And then 3 other guys in there just sitting on the bench, and then I'm on the floor laying down, trying to sleep away everything. Even though it was miserable, I can say it could have been a lot worse. I could have been being bothered by the people in the intake cell. People could have tried to talk to me the whole time. There could have been that, you know, maybe some random crazy dude that just wouldn't shut up, or, you know, I'm glad everybody left me alone, which was a nice thing, because I don't know, I don't know how well I would have fared if I got into any kind of confrontation with one of these guys.
I wasn't me.
You had to sign it. Next thing you know, bailout Dave got arrested by standing on lawn.
It could happen.
Yeah, it could. Like,
You too.
That's a nice cop. I remember her when she got off, come to think of it. I remember, because she helped me do my paperwork.
Oh, what a beauty.
Oh, yep. Yeah, this was when my mugshot, they found it on the website when they did all my paperwork.
you stop for blue light. That's all he's getting.
No, and then there's another one. Scroll back to the other side.
So after everybody had a good laugh and they were protesting, Randy started doing the paperwork to bail me out. And I've said it a million times over, and I'll say it again, but I always appreciate, Randy, thank you very much for bailing me out. Now, the other thing to mention, which was really a kind of an eye-opener, and at the end of the day, like, I know I'm in no position to talk about shit like this, because I was in there for 6 hours, 7 hours. Like, I mean, I didn't do hard time. Like, it was 7 hours. It wasn't that bad. I mean, but being in jail, I don't know the right way to put this, but it was, I had never felt more out of place. And I say that and people are gonna be like, well, you went to jail for doing something highly illegal. Like, that's where you belong. Like that's the place where you're supposed to go after doing something like that. The thing that spooked me the most about being in jail here was the fact that I remember I woke up from a nap where I thought 4 or 5 hours had passed. And I got called out to give them a whole bunch of generic information so they could put me on file. And I remember looking up at the clock, because they let me out of the cell, and you know, I walk out there and I look up at the clock and only 2 hours had gone by. And I realized that it never in my life had I been in a place where it felt like time had gone by so slow. I mean, because there were no distractions. There was no way to entertain your brain and like distract yourself from the fact that time just going by like this. Tick, tick, tick. Like, that's it. You know, you can't go on your phone, obviously. There's no television. There's nothing to watch. There's nothing to look at. The only thing you could do is talk to the people that are in the cell. But I didn't want to do that because, well, I didn't want to do that. I knew I was going to get out. I was very happy about that. But I was still scared. And, you know, they treated me like they would any other, you know, hardcore criminal, you could say. I know that sounds ridiculous, but, you know, they do the whole ordeal where they get all your information. And, of course, like, you're not wearing your shoes or anything. Like, you're wearing these really crappy, you know, just sandals that you walk around in. And then they take me to this giant machine where instead of them just getting a fingerprint, you know, now the machines they have, or at least in Kershaw County anyway, the cop will take your finger and roll your entire finger, each finger, all, you know, 10 of your fingers, on this machine to get your entire print of your hand. You know, it was scary going through that whole entire process. You know, despite what I knew the eventual outcome was going to be, it was really scary.
And, you know, with the right lawyer, they might be able to squash just the whole thing. It's not.
Oh, yeah,
Meanwhile, oh my gosh, Austin straight up brought a lawn chair with him. I guess he had it in his BMW already, but it was just hilarious. You know, you just set up the lawn chair like a car show and, you know, just holding the free Jimbo sign. It was hilarious. So Randy was talking to the bail bonds lady out here. She had talked to the people in the jail.
Being incarcerated right now.
And then Randy comes out and says 120 days being incarcerated right now to, you know, just try to scare everybody. But, you know, that wasn't the case.
Do you think he'll do time?
Judge is being a real dick.
Does it have to do with our protesting?
A little bit.
No, I wonder, Randy. The judge was upset that you guys were protesting outside his jail. Yeah, I could see why he would be upset. Just, I don't know, maybe. So a little bit of time goes by, the sun is starting to set, and eventually, after everything was taken care of, I was released and, you know, I walked out of there. And that was a big moment because you gotta realize, I had no idea any of this was happening. So when I came out and I saw all of, you know, our rally family essentially protesting and had these free Jimbo signs. I mean, one of the things I thought of was, oh my gosh, the videos are gonna be great. And the second thing I thought of was, you know, I love all of you guys very much. It made me so happy and just so proud to be a part of this family we had created with Savage Garage. It was an incredible feeling.
Just Jimbo.
Yep, and I get released.
Jimbo!
Yeah, here I come.
That Adam's underwear?
Clickbait to jailbait!
That's a good line.
Yeah!
Yo. Oh my god. I'm never, ever, ever. Just don't run from the police. It's so much easier and cheaper.
Jimbo!
That's so funny. I was like, oh hi, congregation. These are awesome.
This one's Randy's.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
Yeah,
free
no,
Jimbo.
but it was bad because I got in there and then there were like 2 other people in the cell. And it looked like the bed that they gave me, someone had thrown up on like 3 times. And that then they put. Is there anything left in it?
We have.
Dude, we have like 500.
Like a barbecue. Okay, yeah, but that.
What do you want to drink? I'll go get it.
Can somebody fix it?
Thank you, Jim.
The lady's
Yeah,
very
but
nice.
then there was another guy.
Oh yeah, they broke the. How did they do that? I never even asked afterwards, but they broke the damn fence. How did you do that?
As much as I could and hope for the best. So, it is what it is. Don't run from cops. That's the lesson I learned too.
Yes.
Cost you like $2 million.
Yeah, I need to say this again, and I've been trying to make this a point in the other videos as well. For anybody who hasn't seen them, I'll say it again. Don't run from the police. And I'm not just saying that for the sake of saying it. I really do mean it, because it doesn't make any sense to do so. Most of the time, and especially when you're on these rallies, there is something to the, I guess, mob mentality, or just like when cops come after people that are on rallies and they pull somebody over, the first question they usually ask is, what's going on here? Like, why are all these cars going so fast? Why are we getting all these 911 calls? And if you just tell them what's going on, like we're on a rally and, you know, it's supporting X, Y, and Z cause, and you just explain all these people are just driving for the sake of driving, a lot of times the cops will just tell you, like, they'll just give you a warning. I know people who have been pulled over in deep triple-digit speeds, and personally, I've been pulled over in triple-digit speeds. And I can tell you, if you're honest with the cop, and you're on a rally specifically, it might not work if you're just one person. You might get the book thrown at you. But I can tell you that, especially on rallies, if you're just straight with the cops and you tell them what's going on, most of the time, they'll just write you a warning. In fact, the cop that arrested me even said to Randy when he was booking me, he said, if he had pulled over, I probably just would have written him a warning. So don't run from the police. Very simple. Just do not run from the police. It's really not worth it.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. The last year, because we can come back. Here, let me have it.
He'll find me there.
Is there any way we can get him arrested before we leave? Which one?
That one. Put him in handcuffs.
You wouldn't happen to have a bathroom in here, would you? Because I just couldn't use the prison bathroom. Oh yeah, no, I couldn't bring myself to piss in front of 4 other guys. I just couldn't do it.
Yep. Another thing I want to mention here, because I'm sure some people were wondering, why did you document all of this in the way that you guys did? Like, why show this whole process of, the bail bonds place? Why do all this? It was really a pleasure putting these videos together because I really felt like we were producing content that nobody else was. I'm not talking about like going out trying to do reckless shit. You shouldn't be just going out and trying to get arrested or anything like that. But I've never seen anything like this documented and portrayed in the light that we did. The actual takeaway from this series was I did something stupid. I went to jail. My friends made the best of it and had as much fun as they could trying to help me and get me taken care of. And I owned up to what I did. And eventually I went to court for this. There's a video for that, which I'll link down below and I'll put up on a card as well so you can click on it and watch. If I had run from the police and I had gotten away with it, this wouldn't have gone on YouTube. That's not who we are. Like, that's not who I am. Savage Garage, the Savage family, has always been about going out and having a good time, going on adventures. We go out to make content, yes, but we're not going out of our way to be destructive or like essentially be assholes to make content. Like, we don't do that. We never have done that. I've said this before, but I'm not proud that I ran from the police. I'm really not. But I'm proud of what we turned this entire thing into. So anyway, I'm now out of the bail bonds place and we're eventually gonna be going to dinner.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for freeing Jimbo.
Jimbo. You get a hug, and you get a hug.
Think of the content.
Oh yeah, dude.
Time to pack up the barbecue.
Because I guess we're not getting my car back tonight, are we?
No, Jimbo, you were not getting your car back that evening. In fact, you didn't get your car back for almost another month. Let's just say getting my car back from the impound lot was quite the adventure.
Look what we got!
Yeah, these were some fans. And Randy just sends it. Oh, yeah. Slow-mo. Oh my gosh, the dinner. I'm gonna put a card on this video so you can go watch it, but the dinner from this night, like, we put it on the Clips channel, the full dinner, because it was that funny. But we basically, it turned into like an 8th grade, like middle school, like food fight by the end of it. And the restaurant was okay with it. Like, we had rented the whole restaurant out. They were super nice and super cool. A lot of people thought that we just made a mess of the restaurant and left. Like, no, we helped clean up. I mean, they told us to just leave, but we helped where we could to clean up our mess. But we had way too much fun at that restaurant. God bless that place. Yep. Yeah. Oh man, gonna make me cry. Just, a lot of good memories. There's a lot of good memories there. Just as I mentioned, I'm just so proud of everybody that was involved. Everybody, we turned something that most people would consider a mundane thing that now we have to take care of. It turned it into something that was just so much fun and just so much positive energy. And I gotta tell you, I'm sure I mentioned it before, but editing these videos it made me so happy and just so proud of everybody that was involved. From a logistics standpoint, from the rally, but all of the people that really are part of our Savage family, our close circle of friends. Just all of this was just so incredible, and it meant the world to me. Obviously the content was great, and it was awesome to make this stuff and put it on YouTube, but it was one of those moments where it was very wholesome. I'm not gonna look at the comment section this time because the previous 2 videos have been pretty similar. I'm gonna end it here because I know this is a little bit longer of a video. But I gotta tell you, folks, thank you very much for watching this React series. If you want to see more, if you want to see me go through some other videos that have been on Savage Garage, cover some early stuff that we did, or look back on some of my really old videos or other productions that I've done, comment below what you'd like to see. Let me know if you enjoyed the content. Let me know if you didn't enjoy the content so I can make it better for you in the future. So with all that being said, folks, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you soon.